Hello everyone, welcome back to BuddyDevelopers. I am Naveen, and in this video, we are continuing our series on building a directory website using the Breakdance builder and the GeoDirectory plugin. So let's get started.
So in the last video, we have talked about creating header and footer using Breakdance Builder and GeoDirectory plugin. So in today's video, we will see how to create homepage using Breakdance Builder and GeoDirectory plugin. First, you will need a WordPress website. If you haven't set it up yet, check out our step-by-step video guide on how to create a WordPress website. It will walk you through everything you need to know. Once your website is ready, it's time to start building our directory website. In this video, I will guide you step by step on how to build it using the Breakdance Builder and GeoDirectory plugin. Coming on to the WordPress dashboard, then click on Plugin and then Add Plugins. Then in the search section, type GeoDirectory and we will install this plugin. After installation, activate it. The full setup of GeoDirectory is explained on our YouTube channel BuddyDevelopers. You can check out this playlist as from here this video, GeoDirectory, Introduction and Plugin Setup. Now we will be installing the Breakdance Page Builder. Using Breakdance is a fast and modern WordPress builder that helps you make professional websites quickly and easily. Compared to Elementor or Divi, it's lighter and faster, so your site loads better. The design area is simple for beginners to use, but it is also having powerful tools for developers. In short, Breakdance gives you everything you need to build websites without the extra clutter or slow speed of other page builders. To purchase it, follow our affiliate link from the video description. And we also have a bonus for you. Use the coupon code OXY20 at checkout to get 20% off on your first purchase. It's a great way to save while supporting our channel at the same time. We have already downloaded this plugin, so we will be uploading it from Upload plugin. So we will choose from here and upload it. Then click on Install now. After installation, click on Activate plugin. So now our both plugins, Breakdance and GeoDirectory, are activated. Now we will show to create header using these two plugins. For that, coming on to here Breakdance Builder, click on Header. Now click on Add Header to create a new header. Add title and then adding location, employee and changing nothing, and then click on Add Header. Now our header is created, which is also active. Edit in Breakdance and open it in New tab, and it will open on New tab. So click on this add icon from the left side. As you can see, there are so many blocks provided by the Breakdance builder. So we will be using them to create header. So first we will be taking a section and then taking columns from here. 2 column. To check layout, click on this 3-layer icon. Coming on to column settings and then click on size, taking width size 20%. So on the left side we will be adding a logo. So for that we will be taking an image block. So we will drag and drop it here. Then click on choose and then we will select logo from here, which we have already created from before through Canva. If you want to see how to create logo through Canva, then you can check out our YouTube channel for such videos. Now after choosing logo, we want to keep this column in center. So coming on to its size and then layout vertical and alignment center. Now in the right column we will be adding a menu. So for that, clicking on to the plus icon. Now search WP menu and then drag and drop it here. And we will be selecting a menu which we have already created from before. Its name is GD Dance menu. Now we want this menu to come onto the right side. So coming on to the column settings, click on its layout, then horizontal and alignment right. from top and bottom to 0. Padding. We will be doing the same thing for the left column. Top padding 0, bottom padding also 0, and its main section, and adding its spacing from top 20 and bottom also 20. Now we want our menu to look big, so selecting WP menu and then coming on to settings, then coming on to its desktop menu. Now coming on to style and then click on links and then typography, and then we will add size 18 pixel and then we will save it. So now to check the output, click on visit site and open it new tab. So now our header is ready. The logo is on left side and the menu is on right side. Now we will be creating the footer. So for this, coming on to the Breakdance and then footer, click on add new footer, adding title footer and then add footer. Open edit in Breakdance in new tab. So now from these blocks we will be adding a section and then we will be taking a column. We are taking 3 columns. In first section will be our logo, so we are taking image block, adding the logo. We will be also adding a text over here, so adding text field for it. We are adding here a dummy text, so we have pasted it here. So now in the second column we are adding headings, adding tags h5, adding up a new list over here. Now we will be adding menu over here. So we are adding some basic examples like home, about, contact, services. Let's add some margin, coming on to spacing and then margin 20. Now we will copy it from here and paste it here, editing its name to contacts. We can also add social media over here, so for that let's search it. Now we will add this icon of social media over here. Now adding spacing 20 from top. So let's take up a list. We will be adding this over icons and we are using it mostly for contact. Let's change its icon of calling. Now at bottom let's add email. Now let's add icon for email. So now we are done. It looks good now. Let's add some margin, coming on to spacing, then in margin adding it 20. Now let's save it. Coming on to the front end, let's refresh the page. So our header and footer are ready. First coming on to pages, then add new page, editing title to home and then publish. Then click on edit in Breakdance Builder and then edit it through Breakdance Builder. The Breakdance editor of our home page has opened. So first we will click on this add button. So let's design our hero section first, in which there will be an image in the background and there will be a title on a verb and at bottom a search bar. So first of all we will be taking a section block and then drag and drop over here. Then under this section we will be taking the heading, coming on to section settings, coming on to background and then select image, and then we will choose image and upload it from here. Now after uploading we will choose it, and now our background image is set. We will add a color and overlay. Click on overlay option and select color and set it on black, and we will adjust it accordingly as we will be adding heading over it. Click on plus icon to add. Drag and drop the heading block, editing heading to find your best listings. Now we will style it, coming onto the style tag and then typography and then editing the text color to white. Alignment to center. We can also change from here font family and font size, editing it to 48 pixel. Now editing this heading into the middle alignment, coming on to the section settings, coming on to layout, and then coming on to the horizontal option and keeping alignment to center and vertical alignment also to center. Now we will be adding search bar. Click on add and then search. Then drag and drop this shortcode block under this. So to adjust, coming on to the section settings, keeping vertical alignments to center. Now in the shortcode, we will be adding the GeoDirectory shortcode. So for that, we need to go on to the WordPress backend, then coming on to places and then click on add new places. Then use default editor, click on shortcode icon and then select the GD search shortcode. Then we can customize accordingly. We are letting it be default and then we are copying the shortcode. Then coming back to the editor and then in the shortcode block we will paste it. So our GD search shortcode is added. Now we will be adding margin padding, coming on to the style, then spacing and then margin from top 30 pixel. So now our header, that is the hero portion, is ready. Now below the hero section we will be adding the category section in which our business categories will be displayed. So we will save it. So save it and coming on to the backend, then settings and then reading, then selecting home in home page and then save changes and then coming on to visit site and we can check our output. So we have added heading and GD search bar into our hero section using Breakdance Builder and GeoDirectory plugin. So now coming back onto the editor. So now we will be adding categories. So click on add and then add section over here. Then adding heading, click on add and then drag and drop a heading. Then click on section and then layout and then layout to vertical and alignment center. So below heading we need to add GeoDirectory category shortcode. Now click on add and then search the shortcode and then drag and drop the block below the heading. And then we will be taking a shortcode again, coming back onto the editor again, then select shortcode. From here we are selecting GD category shortcode and then select it and then we can also select from here 2 steps. And here we can also add 2 steps. We are letting it to be auto. We can change from here the features. We are letting it be default. Then copying the shortcode and then pasting it over here. And now our categories are added. Let's increase the size of the icon. Then we will be styling it, clicking on style, then coming on to spacing and then margin, then 30 pixel and then save it. Editing the heading to best categories and then save it. Now let's check it in the front end. So now our category section is also added. And now below this we will be adding one more section where we can show listings from our business. So coming on to the editor again, then adding a new section over here, then duplicating this heading and drag and drop at the bottom. Then coming on to the section and then layout and then editing layout to vertical and alignment center and editing to best listing. Then editing title to best listing. Now we will be adding a shortcode. So we can choose shortcode from here and we are taking GD listing. We can also customize from here post to 6 and listing A to Z. We can also edit grid layout to 3 to 4. Then copying the shortcode and then coming on to the editor and then pasting it over here. Now our listings can be seen over here. Editing margin from top 30 pixel and then we will be separating this section through a background color. and then coming on to the setting style and then background color, and then we will be setting it a background. We are setting it according to ourselves. So we can also edit the gapping of it. So check out the layer. We can click on to the layering. We can click on to the structure and then layers. We are editing from top to 60 and then we will save and refresh it. And so now our hero section, category section and listing section are looking good. So below this listing we will be also adding a explore section, in which one side will be newest listing and one side will be GD map. So coming on to editor, now we will be taking a section over here and we will add post over here. Search and drag and drop the post list. So we can also show here the blog post. So coming on to settings, so coming on to the query and then customize type to post and then post per page 3, total 3, and under condition adding post, we can also add animation to our main pages. From here settings, we can change the various settings from here and then apply it. Then coming on to the style and then post settings, we can change the style and design from here. Coming on to the list, grid layout and slider, and we will be adding up a heading called blogs. So let's duplicate it and add over here. And now we will edit it to blogs. Coming on to settings and then layout, vertical and alignment center. So let's add a background color. So coming on to the background settings and then changing color from here and then save it. And now we will be adding a section. So we will click on add and take a section and then container. So in column we will be taking heading. Edit it to add your new listing today. Below this, let's add some small dummy text. So layout vertical and alignment left, vertical alignment to center. Now in the right column, let's add button and let's add a button from here, taking button block, editing the button text to add new listing, add new listing. The style and then we can design the button. Let's add background color. After adding color, coming on to the rounded design, editing radius to 12, 65, and then we can also add icon from here. Let's choose this icon from here. Editing column alignment to center and layout vertical and alignment to right. Now let's add background color to this section, coming on to the background, and then now let's give it a background color. Now let's change the color of this button to black or white. We are keeping it black. Let's add some padding. So let's enlarge it. Now we will set it. Coming on to the backend, we will refresh the page. In here, we have added a dummy text over here. And then just below is our add your new listing today. So in today's video of series, we have shown how to create homepage in which there is hero section, best categories, listings. In our explore section is our newest listing and maps, and then blogs, and add your new listing today. So that's it for this video. So coming on to the WordPress dashboard, after hovering on to the Breakdance, coming on to the templates, click on add template. click on Add Custom Template, as we are creating a custom template for our DV archive page. Then click on Continue. Then add title. We are adding GD archive. Location, all archive. Conditions, post type, add places. Then click on Add Template. So now our template is ready. Now we will be designing it. So for this, click on Edit in Breakdance Builder. So now our editor page is open. So we will design the archive page. So first of all, we will be creating a hero bar in which there will be our title and search bar. So click on plus icon, taking a section block. We will be adding a heading over here. So again clicking on plus icon and taking a heading block. From dynamic icons, editing heading to archive places, tags H2 and coming on to style, coming on to typography, adding color to white and then alignment to center. Then to look at the structure, click on this icon on the right side, then click on section, coming on to the section settings, then layout. Editing this to horizontal and alignment to center and vertical alignment also to center and background color to a shade of orange. Let's increase the title's font size. Below title, adding the search bar, going on to the add and taking the search bar shortcode. So drag and drop, coming on to the sections and changing the alignment to the vertical, alignment center and vertical alignment also to center. Dragging the shortcode block at the bottom of title and we will be adding here the search bar shortcode. So for that, coming back to the WordPress dashboard, then coming at places and add new place. Then click on use default editor. Then click on shortcode icon and select the GD search shortcode. Keeping input default and main input also default and border color to none. Let's add bottom margin to 0. Now let's copy the shortcode. Now coming back to the editor, we will paste it into the shortcode block. Now adding the margin, coming on to style and then spacing and then margin to 30. Now let's save it. Now let's check this into the front end, how it looks. So to view, we need to click on places. So here we can see the archive places, our title and the search bar can be seen. Now we want this archives term not to be seen. So now for this, coming back to the editor, clicking on to the title, coming on to its settings on the left side, then clicking here, then enable disable prefix. We will enable disable prefix. So now we will save it and now refresh the page. So now you can see that the term is gone. So below this section there will be on the left side loop action and loop pagination, while on the right side there will be GD maps where you can see a lots of posts. So let's go back to the Breakdance editor, then click on add and then take a section again, then click on plus icon taking a 2 column format. Then in the left column we will be adding shortcode block, then we will be adding a GD loop action. So from here we will be selecting GD loop action. From here we can customize accordingly. Let's copy the shortcode and paste it over here. Let's edit border type to none from the code. Now for adding listing, we will be taking the listing shortcode. So coming back and taking the GD listing shortcode, we are keeping layout 2 column, coming onto the wrapper style, shadow small. From the archive item we will be selecting page ID. We are keeping the default template, then copy the shortcode, then coming back to the editor and pasting it. Now we will be adding GD loop pagination. So for that, coming back and taking GD loop paging, then coming on to the wrapper style, border color to none and then copy this shortcode, then coming back to the editor and pasting it over here. Now let's save this. In the right column we will be adding GD maps through which we can see lot of posts. For that, click on add Then search the shortcode and drag and drop here. Then we will be adding here GeoDirectory map shortcode. So for this we will be going back to the WordPress dashboard, applying the same process. From here selecting GD map shortcode. We can also customize settings from here. Currently we are adding height from here. Height, editing it to 100. Now let's copy the shortcode and now coming and pasting it over here. So now our map will be seen here. Now let's save it. Now coming on to the output and refreshing the page. So this is our listing and this is our map. So now the height of the listing and maps are not equal. We will be adding scroller into the listings column. For that, again coming back to the editor and then map column, coming on to its structure, select listings column and coming on to its settings, then coming on to classes and adding classes over here. We will mention this into the video description box. We will be also adding over here CSS, so that will be also mentioned into the description box. So now we can see the scroller in the listing. Now let's save it. Now coming on to the output and refreshing the page. Let's adjust the height of the map. So coming over to here and editing it to 600. Adding a bit more to 800. Now it's adjusted. Now let's save it. Now coming back to the front end and let's refresh it. Now it looks good. Now we can see the listing map and the pagination. Similarly, we can also design this search page. So for that, coming on to the backend, then click on add template and then going on search result and then click on edit in Breakdance builder. We will be designing this in the same way as we have done to the archive page. Coming on to the editor page of archive page, then coming on to structures, then click on this icon and copy all elements and then coming back, then coming on to the layer and then pasting elements. So now in the search page all the same shortcodes have been added. So now saving it and coming on to the output and refreshing and checking it. Now let's change this term archives. Now deleting it, taking a heading tag, editing it to search and then changing color to white and save it. So coming on to the front end and refreshing it. So now our search page is also ready. Let's remove the gap over here. So coming back to the settings and then style and then spacing and then top padding to 20 and bottom padding to 30 and then save it. Then coming back, refreshing the main page. So now it looks good. So now we will show how we can edit every single item. So coming on to the back end, coming on to the GeoDirectory settings. So we can edit default item from here and we can also edit archive item from here. So we can edit it through Breakdance builder by clicking on the edit page. So now this is our default item by GeoDirectory. Now clicking on edit in Breakdance. Now we can edit this archive item through Breakdance. So here we can custom design the archive item. So here we have shown how to create archive page, search page and edit item using Breakdance builder and GeoDirectory plugin. Items listing single detail page. This is already given by default. We will be designing it custom accordingly using Breakdance builder and GeoDirectory plugin. So coming on to the WordPress dashboard and then hovering onto the Breakdance and then templates. Then click on add template, then click on add custom template and then continue and adding the template name, single details, location, places, then click on add templates. So now our template is ready. So now we will be custom designing it, clicking on edit in Breakdance builder. Now click on plus icon. From the left side blocks, take section then a shortcode block within it. We will be adding posts over here. So for that we need shortcode. So coming on to dashboard, so then places and then add new place. Click on use default editor, then click on shortcode, then selecting the shortcode, then selecting GD post images, then customizing it. Single image to slider, links to none, border color to none, shadow none. Coming on to advanced settings, size default, hiding title, adding image limit, show limit. We can also design it by adding an extra class through CSS. Now, using this much of customization settings, let's copy the shortcode, then coming on to the shortcode block and paste it. Here slider slideshow is 1, we will be editing it to 3. Now let's save it, then coming on to single page and then refresh it. Now you can see our 2 sliders. You can also do it 3 slider. Let's add full width and provide some padding. So for that, coming on to editor, then opening structure, then click on section, coming on to layout, coming on to spacing, top padding to 0, right also 0, left also 0. Now let's save it. Coming on to the front end and refreshing the page. So now it looks like this. So now let's do full width. It's not full width yet. Coming on to size and editing width to full. Coming on to the shortcode, coming to its style and then container and then width. Editing it to 100%. Coming on to the spacing, then margin top 0 and bottom 0 and then save it. Coming on to the front end and refreshing the page. So now it looks like this. Below the post images, we will be adding the post titles. Coming on to editor and then taking a shortcode block, coming back and choosing post title shortcode. Font size to H2. Font color dark. Then copy the shortcode and then pasting over here. So our title is also added. So coming on to the front end and after refreshing, we can see that our title has also come. So coming back, we will be adding a section and within it we will be adding this. We will be adding padding that will be 10 pixel from top and from bottom also 10 pixel and then save it. Coming onto the front end and refreshing the page. So from the top there is a little more space. So coming back, coming on to the section settings, we will be adding bottom padding to 0. So now our title is added. So below the title, we will be adding favorite post ratings. So for this, so now below the title, we will be adding the post category. So for that, we will be taking GT single taxonomy shortcode and copying it. Then pasting it over here. Adding one more section below this, and in this we will be taking a column. In one side will be our content and another side will be our details like contacts. So taking shortcode and then taking single tab shortcode and then heading H2, text color black, coming to wrapper style, border color to none, shadow to none, and then copying the shortcode and then coming back and pasting it. Now we need to do the contents of this tab list-wise. So for that, coming on to the editor and then so for this coming back and then selecting show as list and then again copying the shortcode and then implementing it over here. So now our content can be seen here. So we can also add a tab over here. Coming back to the same shortcode and then clicking on advanced, output type to head only, and then copying the shortcode, adding over this shortcode. Let's change the font size, then coming on to heading HTML tag H2 and then saving it, coming on to the output and refreshing the page. So now whatever we have added can be seen here list wise. Let's remove this gap from the above. So coming on to the section, then spacing from top 0. In the right column we will be adding our contact information. So for that we will be taking a shortcode block, then coming here and taking GD output location. So from here we can customize our design. So now let's copy the shortcode and pasting it over here. We will also be adding an option over here through which the listing owner can edit or delete the listing from here. So coming back and taking a shortcode author action, and then coming on to wrapper style, border to none, and then copying the shortcode and then pasting over here. Now let's save it and then coming on to the output and refreshing the page. So our post images can be seen with slider, post categories can be seen. So on clicking images, maps and reviews, we can see them respectively. And from here the owner can edit and delete the listing. And here are the listing details. Let's change the left column's background color to white. So coming back, selecting left column and adding spacing from all sides 15 and border to 12. Then coming on to background color, we are giving it a light shade of peach. Then coming on to the output and refreshing the page. So now our background looks like this. So now our single page is done. In the next video we will be showcasing joint page and add listing with its advanced settings. Add listing page, where details have to be filled in the form. This is also called add listing form. So before this we will be creating a joint landing page. This is a joint landing page which we have already created for cngdeliveryfactory.com. You can also call this membership page. Before doing add listing, a lot of details are given for customer to understand more deeply why they should do add listing in the business. So this is done to attract more users. So this is created for users understanding. So here the packages are given. So for each and every package there will be a different add listing form. So by clicking on each subscription you can see a single add listing form. So similarly we are going to design for this website. So we are creating a restaurant directory website. So for restaurant listing, whatever fields are required, we will be adding them here. So let's get started. As we have discussed previously, we will be creating a similar page like this. So for this, coming into the WordPress dashboard, then pages and then add new page. Then editing page name to join. You can also keep membership or any other name. Then publish it. So then click on edit in Breakdance Builder to edit it from Breakdance. Now we will be designing it. Clicking onto the plus icon on the left side, you can see many blocks. So from here taking the section block, then adding heading from here. Let's edit it to join our restaurant listing site today. Coming on to style and then typography, alignment to center. Then coming on to the structure and then section, and then coming on to the style and background. Let's change its color, shade of orange. Then coming on to layout, alignment center and vertical alignment also center. Then we will be editing the heading color to white. Now below the heading we will be adding a text. For this, drag and drop a text from here. For now we are keeping a dummy text over here. Then coming on to style and then to size, adjusting it to anything, and then typography, adjusting color to white, alignment center, then editing it to 18 pixel and margin from top to 20. Then below this text we will be adding a button. So for that we will be taking a button block over here, and then in the button text, editing join now. Then coming on to the style and then spacing, and then top margin to 20. Coming on to bottom style, custom, and then coming in custom, size, keeping it large. So we have also added our button size and button corners too. You can keep rounded or square or custom. So we are keeping it to square, and then coming on to the typography and editing font to 18 pixel. Then closing it, and then coming on to the button icon, we are choosing icon from here. So we are selecting an arrow icon for this. And button shape, we will be editing it to rounded. Then custom, coming onto its radius 6 pixel. Then close it. So this is done. Now saving it. Then coming on to the front end. So we have copied this here, and now heading, description, join button, all are done. Now below this we will be adding our packages. So for this, coming on to the WordPress backend, coming on to WordPress dashboard, then coming on to restaurant packages, then settings. So in order to add packages, we have to add a GeoDirectory plugin. The plugin is GeoDirectory Pricing Manager. Now coming on to the restaurant settings, then packages. So default free packages are automatically created. So let's create 2 more packages over here. So we have added 3 packages over here. Coming and adding here the 3 packages, taking a section, and then in section taking 3 row column. Now taking a pricing column and then editing it to free, changing its icon, added some icon, named it free, description according to the requirement. We can add features accordingly. So coming on to its prices, we will be editing it to 0. Then amount also 0. Monthly charges to 0 and amount also 0. And free period also per month. We are also keeping the badge free, or you can also do according to your requirement. So for just showing, I am keeping it free. Then coming on to button and then editing it to joint. Then according to our package listing, we will be adding a link over here in the button. So we will be showing this. But first let's complete the packages. Editing the content's font size, coming on to typography, editing font to 40. We can also change its color, typography color to white and background color to orange type. Button also we are keeping it in a shade of orange. We are adjusting. So now we will be duplicating it. Clicking on right click, copy and paste. Then again pasting over here. Now coming on to second, we are editing it to standard. So copying standard over here and then pasting. Then icon will be same. So we have pasted features and everything. If you want to add new features, you can add from here. If you want to keep 3 features, you can let it be 3. Then in third, we will be keeping premium. So editing its name to premium, and we will be editing its price differently. Standard is per month and premium is also per month, that is 200. So our packages are ready. So above the package we will be adding a heading. So click on add head, then take a heading. Now coming on to its spacing, then margin bottom to 30, editing it to 50, and then editing its name to membership, then center align, and then coming on to the main section, then layout, and then alignment to center, vertical alignment also, middle. Then from the top there is a little bit more spacing, so coming on to padding and editing it to 30. So now our package section is also added. Now let's save it. Then coming on to the front end and then refreshing the page. So now the page looks like this: free, standard and premium. Our packages can be seen here. Now below this we will be adding a call to action, on which one side will be some text and image and another side will be a button which will be redirecting by scrolling onto the packages. We will be also adding the ID on this button. So coming back to the editor, editing the name to membership packages. Then below this we will be adding one more section. Now in this section we will be taking a column. In one side we will be adding images. Now from here in the media we will be choosing the image. So after selecting the image, we will be adding a title over here. Editing, add your listing. Now below this we will be adding a description. So now copying it from here, we can edit size, color from here. So keeping color black, then margin to 20. Now below this we will be adding a button. So from here copying and pasting the button. Now keeping its name get started. So we will be giving membership main package a ID. So for this, coming here and coming on to ID, we are keeping its name membership. Now copying it and coming on to this button and hash and the ID. Coming on to this button and then hash and the name, and then saving it. Now adding background color of this section, we will be keeping it a shade of yellow, and now save it. Now coming on to front end and refresh it. So now our joint landing page is ready. It looks good. Now clicking on to joint, it scrolled and came down to packages, and now clicking anywhere onto the button, it is coming on to package. Now according to the packages we will be adding ID. Now opening it into the new tab, copying the free link, coming on to the editor, then coming on to the content, and then in the link we will paste the link. Same we will be doing for the standard and premium, adding to their packages respectively. As the URL changes, we will be copying it and pasting into the packages button, and then save it. Now coming onto the joint page and refresh it, then clicking onto the joint page. So according to the joint page listings, the packages will be opening. So on clicking, this form opens. So here you can see the details which have to be filled out. It also includes social. So this entire form is ready. The main problem arises here that when the form is so lengthy, the customer feels lazy to fill it and just gives half of the information and leaves. Due to this, we don't get the entire detail of user. So to combat this, we have a plugin through which we can make this form user-friendly stepwise. The plugin is GeoDirectory multi-step form. Let me show you where to get this. You have to go on to our website BuddyDevelopers.com. You can get the URL from the description box. Then coming on to the products, scroll down and see GeoDirectory multi-step form. Then click on buy now. Then after clicking on buy now, then you can get this pricing package over here. So you also get here the video of how to set up this plugin. So you can purchase and you can use it for your website. So we will add the link into the description box. You can purchase it from there. If you purchase from our link, you will get some discount. Then coming on to the plugin section, since we have purchased and downloaded, now we will be uploading it over here. Now activating it, now we will be pasting license key. So now our GeoDirectory stepwise form is activated. So the page looks like this. We can choose form style from these three types, and active color and completed color can be chosen from here. Active step color shows the step on which we are, and completed color is for the steps which we have already completed in the form. So you can set the colors accordingly. So let's adjust color little bit from here. Now click Save Changes. Then coming on to the restaurant settings. So from here we add many fields. So you can see we have added many fields which are showing in the add listing form. As I said in last video how to add the custom, so here we add this. So you can see that the stepwise field can be seen here. So the field can be seen here. So now click on this. So our first step will be basic information. So we have already noted some steps over here. So we will be adding the name basic information and saving it. If it shows like this, then you have to save it again. Sometimes it shows because of server issue. So we will drag and drop and adjust it at top. Basic information is our first step, and adjusting the details according to ourselves, which we want to keep at top and which at bottom. Now our next step is location. So now adding location and saving it. So now next step can be seen here as location. Now drag and drop here at top, as it will be starting from address. So under location will be address, and phone number, WhatsApp, email, for that there will be contact. That will be our third step. That will be contact details. Now copying and pasting it onto the label and saving it. Now our step contact is also ready. Now we will be placing it above the contact details. Similarly, for the fourth step there will be media, where there will be photos and videos. Now saving it. Now drag and drop and placing it above the images. In this there will be images and videos. Fifth step will be our social media. Now again clicking it over here and pasting it over here and saving it. Now saving social media over here. Now drag and drop above the Facebook. Keeping business hours at last. In our fifth step will be social media, in which there will be our Facebook, LinkedIn and others. Now adding step name others, and now save and drag and drop above. Now you can see that these details are placed below each categories. Now coming on to the add listing form and refresh. So now our add listing page looks like this. So now firstly let's change its width to full width. So now coming on to the Breakdance, opening add listing, then coming on to edit in Breakdance builder, then click on plus icon, taking up a section, then adding a heading, keeping its name add listing, and now coming on to settings, alignment center, vertical alignment center and middle, then background color to shade of orange, then text color white, coming into the typography and text color to white. Then below this adding one more section where we will be adding a shortcode block. Then in the shortcode we will be adding shortcode, then coming on to add new place, and then coming on to add new restaurant, coming on to use default, then taking the add listing shortcode and copying it. Now coming on to the editor and pasting it. Now saving it. Now coming on to seeing its output, coming on to the add listing page and refreshing it. So now you can see it looks good. So here are our steps: basic information steps, location, contact, mobile, media, social media and others. Now under basic information you can see the fields which we have added are being displayed over here. Now coming back you can see the fields are same as we have uploaded there. So for example, let me show you by filling. Now coming on to the next step, you can see now one more step is below it, and you can see that a next step is done. So the first step which we have done previously is now looking green, as the completed step will look green and active step will look orange. So now we are into location step. So if you want we can change design. So coming on to the stepwise form, so from here we can change style to fit and then save changes. Now coming back and refreshing the page. Now let's check this again. So now again we have added details and then next. Now you can see that the location is at top. So now it is the others type. Only the current step can be seen on your screen, where only current step is shown on the screen. One more style, that is slide. Then again save changes and refresh it. So now let's fill this again. Then click on next. Now on to the next step. So it is slide now and came on to the next step. So like this way we can fill all the steps. So it will also be convenient for users and they won't be bored. So for today, this much. Thank you.
We also provide directory site development services. So if you need a customized solution for your directory website, we can help you. You can hire us at BuddyDevelopers.com by clicking on the Hire Us button. You can also follow us on other social media channels. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more such WordPress educational videos. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.